Hey guys, it's Candy. Today I'm doing a video on how to make slime with hand soap. So this is what it turns out like. It looks really cool. This is in a bag, so it's not like this is what it turns out like, but it's really cool. So yeah, let's just. I'm sorry about this thing on my hand. I'm sorry, but yeah. Like if you see it in the video. Yeah. So this is what it'll look like. So yeah, let's just get on to the ingredients. You'll need some hand soap. I just have like this one. It's just like my kitchen hand soap, so you can just use your hand soap or your like bathroom hand soap. Salt, something to mix with, something to mix in. I just have this little container, a freezer bag or a Ziploc bag, and food coloring, which is optional. So I'm going to be making this one blue because this one is yellow. Now, the hand soap that I have is yellow, so I'll have to put like maybe 2 drops so it's not green. But yeah, let's just get started. So first you want to get your container and put in your hand soap. So it's going to kind of be hard for me to show you guys, so I'm just going to put the hand soap. Put in the hand soap. Also, you'll also be needing a freezer later on, so yeah. Also, however much soap you put will be how much slime you make. So I'm making a bit more than I did with this yellow one. So yeah. So you just want to give it a bit of a pre-mix. So yeah. And you want it to be like the gel kind, because otherwise it won't really work if you don't use like gel hand soap. Like if you have like full-on liquid, it won't work. So yeah. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a mix. And you want to mix it until you see like lots of these little bubbles. And it almost turns like less transparent. So yeah. And also the thicker the better, because it'll make the slime thicker and more slimier. So once you have like a lot of little like air bubbles in it, you can put in your coloring. You don't have to put in coloring, you could just keep it the same color, which is what I did with this one. So I'm just going to add 1 drop for now, just to see. Because you can always add more. Yeah, you can always add more, but you can't really take it away unless you add more of your hand soap. Okay. I like that color. It's like a teal color. Okay. So now we're going to add some of our salt. Now if you have the grindy kind, I suggest 2 grinds to start off with. But if you have the other kind, maybe like if you just have it in a container, maybe like less than a teaspoon. So yeah. Okay, so now you just want to mix it up. I kind of put a little too much for this little container, but it's okay. Oh, and I also have this little cloth down just in case I spill anything, which I have. Okay, so you just want to mix it. So, sometimes it'll be kind of not hard to mix, just a little bit hard, just because of how thick it might be. So, yeah. Okay. Then, if you're like putting it on your like spoon or whatever, and it's kind of like coming up like this, if you do it slowly, like comes up like that. But if you do it fast, as you can see, it breaks. That is what you want. So you just want to add maybe a little bit more of your salt and just mix that up. Okay. Mix it up. Okay. Now what you want to do is put this into the freezer for 10 minutes. Now if you put it in the fridge, you'll need to put it in for like maybe an hour or so, or like 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, it just depends. So yeah, also if you touch it, it should be like really like kind of like if you just touch it, nothing will come off. Right here, I'll show you again. If you just touch it, nothing will come off in your hand. Like, so yeah, you could just keep it in a container and just like touch it. But if you like put your finger in slowly and take it out, it kind of gets on your fingers. So yeah, but don't try and pick this up because it just turns to like liquid when you pick it up because it's soap still. So yeah, I'm just going to put this into the freezer for 10 minutes and then I'll get back to you guys. Guys, so it's been 10 minutes. I hope you liked the time lapse of the 10 minutes going down. So let's just get it open. So I put the lid on this little container just so it didn't spill and in the freezer. So, okay. So that's what it looks like. Get my little stick to mix it around. Oh, it's very, very slimy. Okay, mix it around. So this is a really easy way to make really fun slime. So you could add anything like glitter, paints, really anything to this slime to make it your own. You could have gold slime or any color really, because if you used enough coloring and stuff, you could get it to if you mix it enough, you can get it to a fully not transparent color. I think it's opaque. So, yeah. So once it starts to when you're mixing it and it starts to just I'm trying to show you, when you're just mixing it around, it just like this, it just starts to come away from the bowl, or when you scrape it. So that's how you know it's done. And it also, when you mix it, it's really clumping up like this, and when you pull it up like this, it breaks. So yeah, now you want to get your bag. Just gonna move this away for a second. Okay, let's see. I'm using a freezer bag, but you could use really a Ziploc bag or plastic bag, anything. Okay, I'm just gonna open up a corner, so do this and just get it so you can get it into the. I might put my iPad on a little stand that I have, so you guys can actually see me putting it in. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I just opened it up so it can go into a corner. Okay, and I'm just gonna pour the slime in, basically. You can make as much of this as you want because it's really cheap. So yeah. Oh, and also when you tip it, it should all come out pretty much in a big glob, and it should pretty much, except for the little tiny bits, pretty much clean out the little container or bowl that you're using. Okay, now you just gather it up, and this is your slime. Now it can be a bit cold if you've just taken it out of the freezer. So mine's really cold. Now what I like to do is, if you're putting it in a bag, tie a knot a bit above it, so you have some room to actually squish it around. Don't tie the knot right here, because that's where it ends right there. So maybe give it a little bit of room. And it seems to always happen to me. There's a little piece that's has air in it. Just gonna, okay. So yeah, and you can trim off this big end, which is probably what I'm gonna do. But I can't really. I don't know how to explain how it feels in the bag. It's just really cool. It's kind of like you're touching the slime, but not really. So as you can see, this one has a little bit more of the, it might be hard to see, but it has kind of it has bubbles in it, and it's a little bit more transparent than if you put it next to this one. This one is very opaque and there's no air bubbles in it. So yeah, it just really depends on what you want. So yeah, also the cool thing about this is if you feel like it's getting a little less slimy, you just put this back into the freezer for a little bit and then it should be good. So yeah, I'm going to cut this off and then I'll show you guys the end result. So here's the end result. So we have the yellow one and then this is the teal one that I just made. And then off camera, I made also a red one. So I have 3 now. So yeah, I'll just show you guys. So this is the first one. It's a little bit liquidy, so I might need to put it in the freezer for a bit longer. This one is like a little bit liquidy as well. It's a lot like this one. This is a hand soap one. This one I used the same method and I used dish soap and it turned out a lot thicker. So yeah, dish soap also works. So yeah, I'll probably be doing a video soonish of my little slime collection because I'm definitely going to be making more of these. And I think might use puffy paint to color some of them. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope your slime worked. And yeah, if it didn't, just kind of like, you may have to try it again. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. Bye guys. Slime.